Stefan, you know about this. He's very tall for the weight class. He's listed at 6'1", 155 pounds. That is a big lightweight.
Yeah, both of these guys are incredible athletes. Habirora fought 26 times over 2022 and 2023. Two incredible talents on the European scene. Can't wait for this one tomorrow night.
He's got a lot of energy now. I watched him climb onto the scale for the official weigh-in this morning. He was hurt. He's a big guy who had to cut hard. We'll see if Claudio Pacella can push him into deep waters tomorrow. Here's a look at the tail of the tape as these two fighters square off. 22 years of age for Habirora, 24 for Claudio Pacella. You can see Habirora is the much taller fighter here at a full 6 feet 1 inch in the lightweight division. 5-inch reach advantage on the arms, favoring Habirora.
All right, let's take a look at the keys to victory for these two intense young men. Patrick Habirora, play with range. He's a very tricky, confident fighter, and if he can set traps but stay disciplined, he might walk Pacella onto something. For Pacella, the opposite. Make it scrappy. Close him down and clinch him and beat him up in the clinch. And if he can follow punches with knees, he might soften up the body.
Andy Shepherd.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a special lightweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 154.8 pounds and holds a pro MMA record of 3 victories and 1 loss. All 3 victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Rome, Italy, Claudio Pacella. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 156 pounds, and following a standout amateur career, he's begun his professional career with 1 victory and no defeats. Fighting out of Namur, Belgium, the Belgian bomber, Patrick Habirora! And your referee in charge, Lloyd Poirier.
Patrick Habirora in the black trunks, Claudio Pacella in the blue. Lightweight showcase bout, highly anticipated for these fans in Paris. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve beside the smart cage.
All of a sudden, the intensity in this room has lifted. How sharp Habirora is, but Pacella will not be pushed around. He is here for a scrap.
Habirora landing early, the right hand and then the hook and right, and another right hand.
He smells blood.
Already he's got Pacella on the back foot. Big overhand right though from the Italian.
Good to see him recover his composure there as well. As a young fighter, he could have been drawn into a flurry there that he could have paid for.
Long jab from Habirora. Tries a scooping uppercut and evades the return combination. Oh, overhand right from Pacella.
Big power there from the Italian.
This is the play with range that I'm talking about with Habirora. See how he drifts in and out of range and tries to tempt his opponent. But what we know now is that he can't get too close to the fence.
Nasty low kick for Pacella to finish that combination. And he's got Habirora backed up. Wise level change there from Patrick.
Looking for the body lock.
Continued action after maybe a cup check.
Good head positioning here from Habirora. Good defense though by Pacella, not letting Habirora get too close. Don't let him close his hands.
Perhaps the only spot in mixed martial arts where the advantage goes to the shorter fighter here with this cage fighting. Claudio Pacella can get his head into good position. Grabs that thigh plump temporarily.
These are the knees to the body I was talking about with Pacella. He's very good at catching that tie clinch and start to thunder him into the midsection. Can be very draining.
Pacella has survived the first 2 minutes.
Oh, another overhand
Taking
right.
a couple big shots and has fired back. And oh, beautiful right there from Habirora.
Gorgeous counter right, another swinging away. Both men ate some punches there. Stefan, they've got chins like 22 and 24-year-olds. We're seeing some leather exchange.
And they're hungry like 22 and 24 years old. Both of these guys want it bad.
Halfway through round number 1, and already look at the total on strikes thrown and landed.
And this definitely, as you said, Sean, this is a good position to be in for a shorter fighter. It's difficult for Habirora to get his forehead under the chin like Pacella is doing here.
These are solid knees to the body. They don't look much, but they can be very draining. Interrupts the breathing of your opponent, upsets the internal organs function.
Habirora's trying to break. Oh, good shots there by Pacella.
Pacella did a great job with that flurry on the break. Now Habirora trying to retake the center of the smart cage. Pacella not letting him.
And that lead hand from Habirora hanging low. Super quick, stinging, and very difficult to see when it fires from the waist, which is why it keeps sneaking through the guard.
Good tap kick there. Pacella once again in pursuit, and he cuts off the cage, grabs a hold of Patrick Habirora with 90 seconds left on the clock in round 1.
Pacella's doing excellent after that rough start. Doing exactly what he needs to do against a taller fighter with the long shots from Habirora early on in the fight. The long lefts and the long rights. He's choosing to clinch.
Tried to go upstairs, ate a hook for his efforts, and a right hand after. Habirora staying loose after taking some damage in that clinch.
Went into the matrix to dodge that shot, that big overhand from Pacella there.
Man, confidence in his head movement for Habirora and a hard kick.
Good body kick.
Switched the stances and drove the shin into the body of Claudio Pacella. Nice club knee, and he's got Pacella on the retreat again.
How do you eat that? Just ask Pacella. Wow.
Good hook on the separation and a jab to follow. Patrick Habirora starting to feel it here. But Claudio Pacella very much his equal in this first round.
We're into the last 30 seconds of the first round. It's the first time we've been able to say that today, guys. Good knees to the body again for Pacella. Certainly not come to make up numbers.
What a first round, what a pace.
Final 10 seconds of the opening frame. Both men content to hear that bell. Starting round number 2, Big John McCarthy, how should these judges score round 1?
Look, that was an awesome round, and Pacella came back and did a great job, but the best shots and the damaging shots were by the man in the red corner, Habirora. He was beautiful, he did damage, he wins the round 10-9.
Thank you, Big John McCarthy. Joining us remotely, Paris, France, in the Accor Arena. Love what they're seeing with those sharp hands.
Beautiful drop to get out of the way. And counter there by Habirora, wow.
And look at this.
Slick footwork there from Habirora, managing that distance between the two of them.
Fight goes to the ground for the first time here in the early parts of round number 2. Patrick Habirora in the guard of Claudio Pacella. Got one butterfly in on the left side.
Pacella was trying to isolate that arm, looking for a kimura or a get up here. Arm triangle position here, shoulder pressure from Habirora. Pacella is choosing to lock down so that Habirora cannot really put pressure on him with his shoulder, but it keeps him on his back as well.
Let's go with that. Tries to get up on the one hip. He'll crawl back towards the fence right in front of our broadcast position to try and climb and elevate. Patrick Habirora negates it with good positioning here. Claudio Pacella trying to control that right hand.
Good top pressure here from Habirora. Going to land some strikes here in this scramble. He's got to watch that leg. We know what these SBG Island guys can do.
Good job there by Pacella, though.
Take the back. Claudio Pacella fighting hands. We'll see the strategy here for Patrick Habirora if he wants to get Pacella back to the ground or re-engage in a striking battle. Drags Pacella to the mat once again.
Putting his weight on him, dragging him to the mat, making him work, tiring him out.
Drives his left leg through between the legs of Claudio Pacella, preventing the Italian from switching his hips and working his way back up for now.
Yeah, bad position to be in for Pacella. Trying to lock something up with his legs. Nice back fish, yes.
Can't underestimate those strikes from the bottom.
Pacella is controlling the wrist of Habirora to be try and get back to his feet.
Look at this wrist control. We can only just see it because the referee's in the way. That wrist control is what's keeping Pacella safe. That's what's allowing him to build back to his feet. But we're also keeping an eye on the control of Habirora. He's driving in with his head position here. Now we're on 50-50 and Pacella's turned him. Very, very clever work. Now he's battling for head position and he's got it. Look at that head position straight into his opponent's face, making it very uncomfortable for him while he's landing these knees.
I'll tell you what, Pacella is not fazed by the crowd. He's not fazed by being in bad positions. Every single time he fights himself back from bad positions and back into the fight, and now he's in a dominant position again.
And he's put his chin on display a couple of times. He's eaten big shots and offers just as many back.
Look at the leg strikes racking up for Pacella. 39, all of those being knees pretty much. And another one.
Start paying attention to the gas tanks here for both of these men as you get past the halfway point.
Hey, I would have been gassed sprinting to the smart cage like Habirora did.
I mean, the furious pace here really taxes everybody in the sport, especially this cage fighting. It's not always the prettiest, but it is grueling. Both of these men putting a lot of great work on display early in their mixed martial arts careers.
Pacella tried to go high with that knee, and Habirora tried to catch it, but both were unsuccessful with it.
It's a smart work from Claudio. This is going to exhaust his opponent, who's very, very explosive, and he's going to be eager to get off the fence in a moment and start throwing ferociously again.
Separation there from our referee.
There's the jab again. That's the distance Habirora wants, but Pacella is not giving it to him. Nice calf kick.
And we can see the redness already on that calf from those kicks from Habirora.
And I believe only 2 of those have landed so far. That's why it's one of the more fashionable weapons in the sport right now. It doesn't take a lot.
Well, when someone is going for a nice right hand and another one. Oh, he's got him rocked out there.
Tripling it up.
Firing back again, Pacella.
Look at the way that Pacella just bites down and swings when he gets himself into trouble. This man is not afraid of a firefight.
Now this kid's a tank, and Habirora level changing now. Looking at the single leg until he's pulled up into the clinch by Claudio, who's now looking for his own separation. 10 seconds left.
Round 2 in the books here with that final bell.
Ready?
I'll tell you what, we've had a bunch of first round finishes, but this is the fight right now. And through 2 rounds, you got to think about damage. Damage is the key that the judges are going off. Volume's great, but if you have damage, and you have seen Pacella get hurt, and so you got Habirora is up 2-0, 2018.
Thank you, Big John, as Patrick Habirora punctuates that point with a beautiful scooping uppercut. And now again, swinging away. Claudio Pacella refusing to give any sort of quarter, even eating strikes. Nice
Beautiful level change there, and put him on his back.
What a shot by Patrick Habirora.
And to time it at that point, beautiful job. Good job by Pacella to get back up. He's not allowing Habirora to close his hands, get a hold of him.
Hey guys, I'm back, I've got you. I've got you.
Pacella, good job to turn it around and take the dominant position again. Not a good knee to the thigh of Habirora. Those really add up, as you said, then.
It's money in the bank, or as my favorite 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 would say, he has some great lines. water in the basement. It's going to slow his opponent down, but of course, this is the last round. He may be down 2 rounds and might need something more significant than some knees to the legs.
Yeah, the better shots were definitely Habirora, especially at the beginning of every single round. He's done really well, but Pacella is looking like the fresher fighter, if you ask me.
Well, if he's down 2 rounds, he's got to be blitzing for a finish here, according to Big John. Body and then uppercuts attempted there by Pacella, who goes back to the knees. Patrick Habirora trying to grab that tie plum.
And it's some really good knees at the end of the first round with the tie plum, but Habirora is looking tired. Spent a lot of energy in the first round trying to finish the fight early. Got that huge pop from the crowd. Maybe dealing with a little bit of a adrenaline dump here.
Now, the risk here, now Habirora is getting tired, is that head movement is not going to be quite as quick, and he's not going to be able to get out of range quite as easily as he was in the first and second round.
And you saw during the break, the corner of Claudio Pacella was saying, feint and then throw that overhand, you can get it to land.
He needs to move away from this position then.
Nasty knee! Oh, but low. Claudio Pacella thinks that was a legal knee.
We got the replay.
Stand back. Patrick Habirora will take his time.
He's in the ground. He's in the ground. He's in the ground. Okay, he's at the ground.
Habirora pressuring Claudio Pacella here.
Assis-toi, Patrick, ça sera mieux. Assis-toi.
Big John McCarthy, rules expert. Is this being administered properly here?
You know, it's hard to see, but what happens is the shot actually lands, but it comes up and it grazes the cup and it raises the cup, even though the knee ends up going into that stomach area. So it is absolutely a groin shot. It was called correctly. You cannot have it graze it or anything like that. The call is right. He now has up to 5 minutes to recover from the blow.
Patrick Habirora will take some of his time.
Having a little conversation here.
Stay here.
This is good for Habirora, though. He's taking some deep breaths here, you know. While he's getting the crown jewels back in place, he's filling his lungs with oxygen, and he needs that right now after those hellacious first 2 rounds.
He'll get back up.
Reste 3 minutes.
And the crowd are getting behind him as well.
I'll tell you what, this is where that extensive amateur experience is paying off for Patrick Habirora right now, because he's been in competition extensively. He knows that he should take as much time as possible. If he truly was, 2 fights in, this is his second pro fight. If that's as far as he was into his career, he might feel pressure to come back, to rush himself before he's actually truly recovered.
Always an awkward thing, this, when you're recovering and everyone knows what's happened to you, and there's, best part of 10,000 people staring at you. And you can see how he hits the floor as well.
Bref, il reste 4 minutes de combat. 4 minutes de combat, il reste. Ready?
Referee ready to
There we go again.
Fighters both ready. Touch of the gloves, some sportsmanship on display. 2 minutes left.
And I expect it to be a wild 2 minutes as well.
Overhand
There's
right. That's what the corner was asking for from Pacella.
He's got a lot of power in that overhand.
Pay attention to the rear uppercut of Habirora. He's realized, there it is. He's realized that Pacella is guarding the overhand right. He's wise to it. He's bringing his guard up. So Habirora is trying to sneak that shot up the center line and come inside the guard. Wait for it. It's coming again. I can feel it.
Nasty jab on
There it
display,
is.
and there's that scooping uppercut that Dan Hardy told you would see. Another flurry from Pacella, who bowls his way in. Strategy has to come into play here for Claudio if He believes he's down 2 rounds and less than 90 seconds remaining. This might not be where he wants the fight to take place.
He's going to have to work really quickly if he wants to get a submission finish. And that's really what he's trying to do if he's getting this clinch position, working takedowns. To get a ground and pound finish in a minute against a tough guy like Habirora is very difficult. The smart thing to do right now is to break, roll the dice, fire the gun and see if you can land something clean.
Step across, nice wizard throw there. And now, Patrick Habirora looking to reach through.
Another nice leader.
It's incredible the shots that Claudio's kept taking and kept moving forward. What a tank.
Incredible chin on display from the Italian fighter. Patrick Habirora finds his back pressed up against the barrier one more time in this bout.
I'll tell you what, no matter who takes this decision, if it's gonna go to a decision, both these fighters really impressed me today. 22 and 24 years old. Incredible pace the entire fight.
Little frame here from Patrick Habirora. Nice knee and a right hand to follow. Pacella eats it again. Been one of the themes of this fight. The crowd likes what they see from Habirora. Final bell.
Incredible
3 rounds
fight.
down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 30-27, 30-27 and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Patrick Habirora!
I'm here with the winner, Patrick Habirora. 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗘 is going to help me with some translation tonight. Patrick Habirora, a beautiful performance. You landed the right hand, you landed the uppercuts, you landed the knees, and he ate everything. Were you surprised by the chin? Go ahead.
It's okay for me. It's okay in English, no problem for me. Yeah. Yeah. Ok les gars, une chose, j'ai 22 ans, c'était mon 2e combat pro. J'ai pris un mec qui était 3-1 de chez SBG à Dublin chez 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Il avait 3 KO, je lui ai mis des genoux, des flashballs dans le crâne. Putain, il est pas tombé, mais j'ai quand même gagné!
He said, I'm 22 years old, I'm still young, and I beat him. I gave him everything, my knees, my fists, everything, and yeah, I still win. Par rapport à ce qui s'est passé ici ce soir, l'engouement incroyable qu'il y a autour de vous, parlez-nous de cette foule qui vous a soulevé aussi.
Merci, 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 merci les gars. C'est incroyable ce que je vis les gars. Comme je l'ai dit, j'ai 22 ans. Les gens, ils ont beaucoup parlé de moi, il y en a qui avaient des doutes. Je suis capable de faire 15 minutes, je suis capable de faire une guerre. Même si le mec essaie de me coller à la cage, bah, il fait rien du tout en vrai. Il a même pas mis des frappes. La vérité, nous on est ici pour éteindre. Cet enfoiré, il encaisse bien, mais le prochain, il dort.
You're a fan favorite. You're 2 fights into your pro mixed martial arts career, extensive experience and success as an amateur. Patrick, what is next for you?
La suite pour vous, Patrick.
En français d'abord, je pense que j'ai montré que je suis prêt à faire 15 minutes face à n'importe qui. Voilà, j'ai juste une question à dire. Le PFL, j'aimerais bien signer un multi-contrat, mettez-moi dessus, je suis prêt.
He wants to sign a multi-contract. He said, I'm more than ready now. You've seen everything that I did tonight, and I can beat everyone, and I can handle 15 minutes.
This was a showcase bout. We're here for the PFL Europe regular season. If given the opportunity to chase $100,000 in PFL Europe, is that something you want?
Vous avez l'opportunité, si vous avez l'opportunité d'aller chercher les $100 000, est-ce que ça vous intéresserait?
Pour la 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣, on est toujours prêt. Mais les gars, je dois faire étape par étape. Attendez, je dois monter étape par étape. Je suis à mon 2e combat. Le mec dans le tournoi, ils ont 15 combats. Faut pas abuser.
It was only my 2nd fight, so we go step by step.
Step by step indeed. Congratulations. Patrick Habirora, ladies and gentlemen.
Merci, vous étiez chaud ou quoi?
Hey, what's up, guys? This Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.